Once upon a time, the morning light spilled into a lively classroom, filled with color, chatter, and movement. Children painted bright posters, built tall towers from blocks, and laughed as their ideas filled the room with energy. In the corner, a quiet child named Noor sat at a small desk, carefully folding paper into neat shapes. Her eyes moved softly between the busy room and her hands, observing everything, saying nothing. Outside the classroom window stood a large old tree, its branches wide, its leaves whispering in the breeze. Perched on one of its highest limbs was a small sparrow, watching the world below. Days passed, and the classroom buzzed with excitement as the children prepared for a big school showcase. Bright decorations filled the walls, and everyone worked loudly, eagerly, trying to create something impressive. Noor watched. She noticed how the posters kept falling from the walls. She saw how the tall block towers collapsed again and again. She observed how the decorations tangled, cluttered, and overwhelmed the room. While others rushed, Noor quietly gathered small scraps, paper, string, sticks, and bits of leftover materials no one wanted. At home, she worked alone under a warm lamp. Her hands moved carefully, shaping, tying, folding. The small sparrow often appeared by her window, tilting its head as if curious about her silent work. The day of the showcase arrived. The classroom sparkled with color, but as more children rushed in, the decorations began to fall again. Posters slipped, towers leaned, strings tangled overhead. The once beautiful room slowly turned chaotic. Children scrambled, trying to fix everything at once. Movement turned frantic. The room filled with confusion. Noor stood still. She gently picked up her small bundle of crafted pieces and stepped forward. One by one, she began placing them around the room, simple but clever creations. She tied lightweight supports that held decorations firmly in place. She arranged structures that balanced the towers from within. She connected loose elements so they worked together instead of against each other. The sparrow fluttered inside through the open window, landing nearby as Noor worked calmly. The chaos began to settle. Posters stayed up, towers stood tall. Decorations flowed neatly, no longer tangled, but connected in a gentle, harmonious design. The other children paused, watching. They slowly joined in, following Noor's quiet example. Their movements became calmer, more thoughtful. Together they adjusted, fixed, and improved everything. By the time visitors arrived, the classroom looked magical, not because it was the biggest or the brightest, but because everything worked beautifully together. Soft light streamed in through the windows, catching the carefully balanced designs. The sparrow perched above, chirping softly as if celebrating. Noor stepped back into her quiet corner, her hands resting peacefully. But this time, the room noticed her. Children looked toward her with warm smiles. Some gently copied her methods. Others admired the simple brilliance of her work. Outside, the sparrow took flight, circling the old tree before soaring into the sky. And in the stillness of that moment, one quiet idea had changed everything, proving that sometimes the softest voice carries the strongest impact.
Like, share, and subscribe.